Yo, family! Freo Faithful, welcome to the fan cams. I'm Druzy, you're the Faithful. This framing isn't quite right, but that's all right. The Dockers come from behind to win yet again. It's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. Never ever had a doubt in my mind that we're going to come back to win that game. We were 5 goals down. We couldn't kick a ball into the ocean in that second quarter. There were some flustered heads, but then a kid that's 19 said, "My name's Murphy Reid. Follow my lead, fellas. This is how you play calm football. Keep going. Keep believing." Patrick Voss keeps running through tackles. Don't argue. Don't argue. Slipping tackles. We're not kicking goals. Doesn't matter. My name's Josh Tracy. I've kicked 0 goals, 3. I'm going to bang one in from 50. Oh, my days. What a win. Never had any doubt that we're going to lose that game. Even when we were 5-6 goals down, never doubted it. Against a top 4 team, the bye and the yips, Freo still get it done. It's what we do. We're a winning team. My voice hurts. So does mine. 13, and sweet revenge from round 1. So here's one of the more satisfying stats that you're going to hear this evening. We have beaten every team that we've played against this year. We have won against every team we have played against. We have won, 13 games in a row, which is the longest winning streak of any Western Australian AFL team ever. We right now we are witnessing the best season that Freo have ever had. And, you know, you might get the odd West Coast fan saying, "Oh, how many premierships?" Shut the fuck up, all right? West Coast are dog shit. Freo right now are the best team in Australia, and you cannot deny that. Jason, shout outs to Jason in the chat. Thank you guys for joining. Have your say, get in the comments, and hit the link in the description to join and have a yarn with me. Brayshaw, man. Fuck, that was so good from Andrew Brayshaw. Let's have a look at Brayshaw's stats. But before I even look at the numbers, that third quarter, he was everywhere. And it's the different levers that we can pull in the midfield. Like the talk during the week, oh, who's Mullen going to tag? It doesn't fucking matter. It does not matter. If you tag Sarong, Brayshaw can play an attacking midfield role. Sarong can play that defensive midfield role. If you tag Murphy Reid, which no one seems to do for some reason, Shea Bolton's going to get off the chain. There's too many players. You can't out-tag us. And we got RDR fan here in the chat. Never lost the faith. The Freo Faithful, we never lost the faith. Just had complete belief in the boys tonight. The maturity is real. Incredible. Let's quickly have a look at Andrew Brayshaw's stats. I thought he was probably best on ground tonight. I know Jackson will probably get the 3 votes, which is cool. It helps him in the Brownlow count. But Andrew Brayshaw, in the third quarter alone, had 16 disposals. To put that into context, Andrew Brayshaw had 16 disposals for the game last time we played Geelong. So his third quarter alone tonight was better than the entire game that he played in round 1. Absolutely incredible. He finishes the game with 35 disposals, 6 marks, 7 tackles, gave away a couple of 50s, 7 score involvements for him. We'll quickly touch on Luke Jackson's game. Almost had a Sacamano, 9 tackles, 28 disposals and 3 goals. Here's Thomas saying, felt so confident the entire game. I was able to laugh at all the posters. We just don't lose comprehensively. We don't not play 4 quarters. We don't not just keep showing up. And before we continue with the excitement, so by the way, Tony Modra, AFL legend, played for Freo. I never saw him play for Freo, but he was there during the early days of the Dockers, one of the best forwards of his generation. He's fighting for life right now in a hospital in South Australia. There's rumours circulating that he has passed away. But just on a serious one, heart goes out to one of the greatest forwards of his generation, his family, and someone that served the Fremantle Football Club. There's obviously a lot bigger things in life than football. So, yeah, crazy to see that. But we'll prayers up for Tony Modra. And, yeah, that's all I can really say about that until we get further information. Zachy boy, you ready to rock and roll? Here's my new co-host for the next month. How are ya?
Nice to meet you, mate. What's your name, sorry?
Andy.
Oh,
Andy Brayshaw is the name. Winning games of football is the game.
I wish that was my name, mate. I wish that was my name.
Were you at the game?
Yeah, I was at the game, mate. I live close by, luckily, so it doesn't take ages to get home. But that third quarter of football was the most inspirational thing I reckon I've seen since Morgan Freeman.
Talk to me. How was it at the ground?
It was cold. But no, it was... the frustration built, as you can probably imagine, with the goal kicking, but that was typical home crowd, mate. Got going, lifted the boys, but yeah, jeez. Thursday night footy, I'm not a massive fan of. On TV, I am, but going to the game, it's a bit how you going. But no, it's good.
Do you know that was our biggest crowd for a non-derby, non-final ever?
Yeah, I saw that. It's surprising.
Thursday night.
It's not really surprising, but it's a pain to get to. Like, I feel for people who live like quite far away because, like, I don't know. I know you used to live in Perth. I also have buses to Optus Stadium from like all over the joint, but I don't have them on Thursday night. So full credit to the people who actually turned up. Like, that's a pretty decent effort. But yeah,
enough about the buses. What was happening on the field?
The bus on the field. Oh, I don't know. Like, I feel like we didn't play that great, to be honest. Like, I don't feel like we moved the ball how we like to very often over the full. I need to rewatch the game, which I usually like to do. I'm very raw reaction, but I don't know. I feel like that's probably nowhere near our best performance of the season. We still won it. We should have won by at least, I reckon, 30 points. But I don't know. How did you do on TV, mate? What did you reckon?
So you're saying our ball movement looked a bit shit, which it did at times.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
We should have won by 5 goals, and it wasn't our best performance of the season, beating the Cats. And you're not wrong. Like, it was a weird. Yeah, it was a weird game. It was a really weird game. Like, the first half was pure inaccuracy.
Oh.
Like,
Sorry.
It was 6 goals, 11. So 17 scoring shots. A couple didn't even make the distance as well to 9 goals too. So 17 scoring shots to 11 heading into half time. And it felt like halfway through that second quarter, the Dockers of old would have just rolled over.
Yeah, 100%.
Would have just given up.
Didn't we go from 3 goals 11 to about 12 goals 11?
So we ended up kicking in that third quarter 7 goals straight.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
7 goals straight.
I guess it's probably evened it out a bit, but that's still impressive nonetheless. What do you think? Who would you reckon is best on ground? I think Brayshaw's probably Jackson's probably the easiest answer, but Brayshaw in that third quarter, that's probably the best quarter of footy I can remember someone playing for the Dockers besides maybe Jackson in the Hawthorn game in the last quarter, but that was unbelievable.
I was streaming with Jamo, and I said that quarter from Brayshaw, or that whole game from Brayshaw, really, particularly the second half, was the best I've seen him play ever. But he was like, oh, no, he won AFL MVP. He was getting 40 touches and 10 tackles and kicking a couple goals like back in 2022. But it's just the levers we can pull. Like, if Sarong's getting tagged or whatever it is, like Brayshaw's played such a defensive role all year, but he had a little bit of freedom to just roam wherever he wanted. And he was just absolutely everywhere in that third quarter. I'd give the 3 to Brayshaw. Jackson found a lot of the footy. But in the first quarter, he had 10 disposals, but he was pretty wasteful with it. But then, I think Brayshaw was the best on ground, long story short. Have you ever seen that kid Murphy Reid play football at all?
I've never heard of him.
No.
I've never actually, I think I told this story before. My dad, we got a new puppy about 3 months ago. My dad's called him Bruce for that reason.
That's so good.
Yeah,
that's so good.
He can football, mate. He's not bad, and he's got a
decent
future ahead of him.
Yeah, like that Messi fella that scored a hat trick at the World Cup. He's got a decent future ahead of him. Buy your socks in Messi.
Give him 5 years' time to grow into his body, mate. Imagine him. Oh,
yeah,
God.
That's it. Nah. Murphy Reid, 27 disposals, 1 goal, 2, 8 score involvements. incredible. And
That's
when we were playing a little bit shitty in the first half, it was him and Voss in the front half of the ground that had the confidence and the mental toughness, or at least not getting flustered by the moment. And like everyone was a bit fumbly, everyone was dropping marks, but it was Murphy Reid and Paddy Voss that had that confidence to continue to push forward.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Murphy Reid flustered before?
Never.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Would he be your third best on ground then, without giving away the votes for come out later?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think this comment here by Cody, Erasmus, he played, I shouldn't use the F-bomb, but he played flipping well
Drop
too.
the F on, mate. Drop the F on. Do what you want.
Yeah, Erasmus, he was solid. He turned it over a couple times, but he played a cracking game, I thought. I thought Warner again, very good game.
Warner doesn't actually put a foot wrong. Like,
No, he used to, that's for sure, but now he doesn't.
me and Noah have spoken about it on the podcast. Like, if he was playing in Jack Sinclair's body right now, he's all Australian. He doesn't have the profile. He's not like, Pierce and Jordan Clark get spoken about, Brendan Cox and Luke Ryan. Like, we've got two All-Australian defenders in Luke Ryan and Geordie Clark down there. Brendan Cox, one of the more underrated intercept defenders in the competition. No one speaks about Carl Warner.
No.
But he never puts a foot wrong. Never.
No. I was looking at it now. Pierce had 11 intercepts and 11 marks. Like, I know I don't know if he'll be in the All-Australian team. I don't think he'll be in the team, but I reckon he's got to be very close to the All-Australian squad, Pierce. I don't think he's been in it before. Probably. Actually, maybe he has once, but never really played a full season. But Pierce was elite too.
Well, in that last quarter, he took some massive intercept grabs. Yeah, he was unreal. What were the conditions like? Because it looked slippery on TV.
Yeah.
Why were they slipping all over the gaff?
I don't know. It wasn't dewy or anything for a while. I wasn't out in the field, but didn't rain. It hasn't rained here for probably almost a week, or maybe not a week, but it hasn't rained for a few days. It was cold, but it wasn't like blisteringly cold. Like, I don't think, I don't know. No, I've got no excuse for it. But yeah, I did notice that. A few times players bouncing the ball. Shea Bolton's got in the way of probably the most blatant holding the ball of the year, but bouncing the ball too, like, the surface was substandard. But I don't know.
What did you make of the Shea Bolton screamer?
Two of them. Yeah, but you could see it coming from miles. Obviously, you can't see it on the TV, but you could see, like, I reckon he sprinted 15 metres to get to the contest, and he was no chance in hell he wasn't marking that once he got up there. But I think Liam Ryan might have won Mark of the Year a couple of weeks ago, but I reckon Bolton's got 2 nominations maybe for it. But unbelievable. People knocking him last year, which maybe was justified. I don't think they've said a word this year.
Well, he hasn't really been hitting the scoreboard recently. He only had 18 disposals, but he won some crucial stoppages, like just getting the clearance, driving the legs out of stoppage. There was one where Jai Amos hit the post in the fourth quarter, but Geelong sort of kicked a couple. They were back within a couple of kicks, and then Jackson just palms it down to Bolt and just runs out and sets up Jai Amos, who didn't end up kicking the goal, but
that was good. It deserved the goal, that kick.
100%.
What did you think about the? I mean, this is not about the. Oh, it is about the game. So, what do you think about the team selection, mate?
I thought Corey Wagner was very stiff.
So did I. A few of my mates went back at me about it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can't drop anyone off that game. I don't think. Like, Darcy. I think Darcy for Cox. That's got to happen. But
all Cox really provides is tap work. That is all he does. Yeah. So if Sean Darcy can come back and get the same hit outs to advantage as Cox does, that's all we're asking of Sean Darcy. Maybe a goal every fortnight, because Mason Cox hasn't even delivered that. And then we can put that argument to bed. Luke Jackson is the best ruckman in the competition.
Yeah.
Sean Darcy, come in, play the same role that Mason Cox is doing, maybe kick a couple of goals going forward. That's all I'm asking of him right now.
I don't think there's anything Mason Cox does that Darcy can't do. I think Darcy does most things better. I think I understood the argument for an extent, and Mason Cox, I guess it's like, it's a bit of a sugar hit when Freo recruited him. He's such like a cult hero sort of thing. Like, I get that whole aspect about it, but it's worn off for me personally, at least. I think it's clearly Darcy's the better player.
I like the height that Mason Cox applies. Yeah. I think he gets his hand to the sort of top of the, what's it called, like the apex of the ball up, I suppose. I've had a few beers, mate. That's all right.
Trigonometry, whatever you call it.
Yeah, the hypotenuse and that.
There's people asking for a link. It was in the description for me. I don't know what.
Yeah,
Maybe
it is
try
there.
refresh. Try refresh YouTube. Maybe that might fix it.
That's it. Any closing notes, Zachary? Zach's going to be my co-host on the podcast. Noah's gone for a world tour.
He's still on this week, right?
He's on this week.
Yeah.
Yep. So you'll be on post the Gold Coast game.
Oh, it's a crooked fucking Sunday afternoon slot. The only one in the year. The worst time slot.
I won't be doing much for that game because that's my birthday. So.
Oh, is it? Sure.
I might live stream. I'll see how I go, but I'll probably be a bit dusty that day, I reckon. So it might be a bit of a couch job, but we'll link up for the pod after, maybe on the Monday or something like that.
No worries, mate. You let me know. I look forward to it, but I hope people will figure out how to get the link.
Yeah, no, I've got 4 people in the room, so
better not hold them up, mate. Anyways, good chatting.
All good. Nah, anytime. Appreciate you, Zach.
Mate. Speak to you soon. See ya.
Talk to you soon. That's Zachy Boy or Forfy Wednesday, and this is my brother. How are ya?
Hello.
He's back from the desert. He's back from the FIFO life, watching the Dockers win.
Yeah, first home game of the year, mate. Here I am.
Oh, Ollie, hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
It's Swaller for Gifford.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring a Hawthorn supporter to show him how to play football. And tonight he learned.
I'm
Yeah.
glad it wasn't Wolfie time again. It would have traumatised me.
We didn't need Wharfy time today, brother. We just got it done.
We were on the edge there. We were on the edge there. Like, if they had kicked one more, we'd be in Wolfie time kind of areas.
Yeah.
But we didn't have to. So, yeah. Happy
Can
days.
you remember much of the game?
Yeah, I remember most of it. I was there, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. What have you what have you got for me?
What do I have?
Luke Jackson with late 3 goals, 28 disposals, fucking top.
Yeah.
Wish we had him.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, it like our set shots have been our set shots are 25% worse than what they were last year. If they were if they were the same as what they were last year, we would be we'd be in a great position. But it's just the polish that kind of let us down.
Were you shitting yourself a little bit in the second quarter when we weren't converting and Geelong were just going bang, 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 or did you have belief?
I wasn't happy, and look, I was a few beers deep, so I was feeling a fair bit of abuse. Especially when Hayden Young went down, there was a bloke who was like, "Oh yeah, weak as piss," and then I wasn't happy about that.
He just wouldn't let up on it.
So I did the Freo Faithful assault and I held abuse back, but
Was he a Geelong fan?
He was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, righto. Ollie, you would have been happy tonight because Hawthorn and Geelong are big rivals, so you would have been on the hate watch.
I was hoping for a big injury list on both sides, to be completely honest with you.
That's disgraceful. Who did you think was the best on ground at the ground, Shauno? Eyes on the ground from Optus?
Dogger was big. Brayshaw was big. Probably Brayshaw, to be honest.
Yeah.
He was rock solid. It was nice to see Cabs Wrong back out there, but I feel like he needs a bit of momentum. A few more games. Like, we're off of a bye. All the boys have been drinking piss, so they warmed up a bit, and then we're back in it. That was that.
Yeah. Well, from the midway point of the second quarter, when it was looking a little bit dicey, we went on a 60-14 run. We kicked 10 goals straight to 2 goals too.
Yeah.
Which is pretty epic.
Momentum games where it was like, all right, we're within like a couple kicks again. Then we kicked one. It was like, yeah, we're winning this. Yeah, and I had complete confidence the whole time. There was not really a point in the game where I was like, oh, we're going to lose this. And it is nice to know that when we're behind this season that we are going to kick back and we are going to win.
The team has the minerals.
Yeah, we do have the minerals, and that we just know how to win this year, which is the best thing ever. Like,
Yeah.
it really is.
Have you booked your flights for Melbourne yet?
Mum and Dad have.
I know they have.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll pay whatever is necessary in September. So
Happy days. You're off to Greece and Egypt soon, aren't you?
yeah. Which is I fucked my booking. I really should have waited a couple days because I would have been able to watch us play Sydney at home, and the boys would have needed me. Like number one supporter, number one purple-blooded motherfucker in the stadium. Yeah, they would need me there.
I reckon we're going to beat Sydney by 6 goals. I'm not scared of Sydney at all.
Yeah, well, I had us down for 7, so yeah, we're not far off in our analysis. So
Yeah.
look, you don't get this scarf for no reason. It doesn't say 20-year member on my scarf for tiddlywinks, does it? Really?
Yep. No, we used to drive up to Subi as children, as infants, be in the pub for probably too long as kids, but we get our footy record and watch Des Headland and Troy Cook run around.
What was it called? The Big Hotel or
The Vic, yep. Moon and Sixpence back in the day.
Yeah, that was like the end of the map. Like, that was the furthest we'd unlocked in the map of the world at that point.
Yeah. Oh, well. Do you want to give us your 3, 2, 1? Like 3 votes, 2 votes, 1 vote. We've got a bit of a queue for people. So whatever you want to say, let it out, and then I'll keep it moving.
I'd say Brayshaw, give Brayshaw the 3 votes, Dogger the 2, and who gets the 1?
Murphy Reid was fucking incredible.
I'd say Murphy Reid. Just standard stuff, you know.
Yeah. Is there many Freo fans on the train right now?
We kind of hacked the system. We caught the Hamilton Hill bus and then hopped on the train. It's a bit of a hack, but yeah,
nice.
you know. But yeah, plenty of Freo fans. Anyway, go the Dockers.
All right. Spread the good word of the Freo Faithful. Thanks for joining, Shauno.
Nice
Talk
one.
to the flag, mate.
Shut the fuck up.
That is my brother. All right. I'm just going to keep this going. Codstar, you ready? Codstar? We're getting him in. Codstar! How are you? How you going?
I cannot hear you.
You can't hear me? Yo. You got me? Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you.
All right. You sort that out. It's going to be, all you're going to have to do is go settings, audio, and speaker. Get me in your ears. Come back to me. I think this fella was next. Blasphemous libel. How the frickety-dickety are you?
Very, very good. Hopefully it's not too noisy here, otherwise I'll go outside this pub because you know what it's like with these noise cancelling mics and all that shit.
It's lit. I can hear it. I can hear the tunes.
Okay, so I'll try and get up really, really close.
Nah, that's all right. You're all good. What'd you think of the game?
Well, hate this music because I just put out an album, but I'm not here to shill that. The game itself, though, yeah, all I can say is I think I heard you saw through the comments at the start, through the chat, that first half was just a consequence of us just being shit kicks inside 50 set shots. So apologies that I haven't heard what everybody else is saying. I'm just before I walk home and have the basic music for my wife. But that's honestly the situation when I played state 1s and 2s hockey growing up in some pretty professional sports, and when you can't convert and you can't and your forwards can't convert, it eventually festers through the whole way through the team, and that's honestly that hole is what it exemplified the whole of that first half. And you heard it through the stadium where a lot of people saying, "Oh, man up," and all this bullshit. It was all exacerbated based on that point. And the rest of the team know that. All the professionals knew that. But anybody with half a brain that has played professional sport would have known that. And
Like yourself, a true professional sportsman.
Well, look, I'm not a professional sportsman, but I play at a pretty decent level of field hockey, and it's the same thing when it goes to anything for a team sport. And you saw that case in point going into the third quarter, how much that just completely shifts the momentum and the psychology, regardless of whatever side you're on the pitch. And I honestly think that is case in point exemplifies most of this game.
Are we ever going to lose again?
Are we ever going to lose again?
I don't think we are.
Funny, well, statistically, if you're going to throw dice and you're going to be a maths nerd, of course we are. But what we are seeing at the moment, especially what you see outside in the stadium, what I was going to get to is the second point, is the 1%ers that you wouldn't have seen in, over in Victoria, but across the ground was just absolutely amazing. There was parts where, like, I wish we, like they do, through, I think it's through Fox Footy or whatever, like the meat tray. I think we should have a meat tray every game for the Dockers, because the couple of 1%ers, especially Schwitter, did, the way he was able to hold tackles down and actually get everybody past the ball, or like hold it and then
that intercept mark that he got, it like Geelong had like one last roll of the dice and they set it out to the fat side and Schwitter goes back with the flight and takes a grab, and that just finished the game. I thought that was so inspirational.
Well, that was just one. There was actually about 3 or 4 other ones you didn't see on TV, and which he did, and that is with the combination of the shit kicking that we eventually, converted and got our act together with that in the third quarter, which completely turned the game around. I know there was a lot of people discrediting us, saying we played shit football in the first half, and that's for that reason I strongly disagree. Is in that second half, and we got to remember, we're playing fucking Geelong here. We're playing a team. We're playing a team here that is like the most malleable freaking club that you can possibly get around. They'll play in any condition.
Very
and
prestigious. They've been good forever.
Well, it's not just prestigious. It's again malleable. They're a chameleon. They all will work with any condition, work around anything, and they'll just find ways to stick into a contest. It's rare that you see them absolutely get washed, and we found a way to just keep persevering even with the shit kicking and make it work. And then eventually the momentum just came over. That we were able to play smart footy in the fourth quarter, and that to me, combined with the flogging that we gave North Melbourne just before the bye, it's just showing that we can be chameleons ourselves. And that's
bloody oath.
Forget about the winning streaks, forget about the depth, forget about the hype. It's the fact that we are matured to a point that we can adjust to our opponents and our conditions, even when we're playing shit and we can't kick up front. So,
well, we just had to adapt today. Like I don't mind that chameleon tag you've given, because we didn't play our best today, but we adapted when I think we were trying to take the game on a lot early on, and they were capitalising on turnover, just forcing the ball over and going inside 50, and their shots on goal were pretty elementary. We made a few mistakes, and then we started to spread the ground a little bit more, use it more wide, and just getting the ball into the hands of dangerous players. I loved the role of Andrew Brayshaw in that third quarter. I think he had a lot of freedom to roam. Luke Jackson, they didn't have an answer for. Murphy Reed didn't get tagged again, and I don't know why teams don't tag that kid. But we just rose. We did what we had to do to get the job done. Who do you think? Who would you give the meat tray to for the 1%ers, and who were your best on ground?
The meat tray is a tie between Schwitter and Dudley, because there was a couple of inside 50s and quick one kick goals, just those 1%ers that made the difference. In terms of the free votes, and this is going to be a contentious one, is if you look at it being a stats nerd on paper, Jackson should be the free votes. But honestly, the first quarter in particular, and it's no fault of his own. The centre clearances were getting absolutely smoked. And
he didn't actually have a great first quarter, even though he had a lot of stats.
Yeah, and it wasn't just the first quarter, it led into the second quarter as well. And if you look at it on paper, about 4 or 5 of those goals were attributed to that. So I think he was absolutely incredible, as he always has been in the second half. So I'm going to have to slip it down to either one vote or to a tie with Carl Warner, which I don't think he's got enough love on this
He was
podcast
unreal.
for this game. He was clearly our best defender on ground, without question. But then I put the 3 votes, and I think we can all agree with this is Brayshaw, and then 2 for Mercury, our favourite Bruce.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I appreciate you joining as always. Have you booked the flights over to Melbourne for the last weekend of September yet?
I can't because of my work. I mean, I work in oil and gas outside of being a metalhead, and I've got a whole bunch of secret squirrel shit I've got to do in September. It's kind of shit. So,
dude,
I'm gonna
fuck that. Quit your job. Quit your job.
I know. I want to. I'm just like beg, plead, work, or I don't know. I'll just tell them fuck it. I'm sick and just I don't know. Get a nullable card because I don't know. I've got to get my knee done over in Melbourne.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, find any way to get over here because you want to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate, we need to get a Freo Faithful bus, I reckon. Little charter bus going.
Yeah, exactly. If not that, and I've already got a com because I got plenty of family, coincidentally in North Melbourne around that region. You know the market, that food market. So piece of piss to get to either stadium, but you know the G's the one we care about. Charter flights for Freo Faithful. Fucking bandwagon. We'll take turns across the Nullarbor. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Appreciate you joining as always, mate. Enjoy your night. What a man. All right, we're going to try with Codstar again. Codstar, can you hear me? You can hear me. Codstar, how you going?
Good.
Are you pumped up? Are you G'd up after a big win? Come on. Mate. Who's your favourite players tonight? He's got the scarf on. He's got the beanie on. He's got the jumper on. This is a Freo man through and through right here.
Luke Jackson.
Luke Jackson was very good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else did you like?
Shy Bolton.
How good was his mark? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Dude, that was epic. That was so epic. Were you a bit nervous in the second quarter when we were down by a lot? Were you or did you believe that the boys could get the job done?
A bit nervous.
Bit nervous. I was a bit nervous as well. That's all right. It means you care. It means that you're a proper, passionate fan, which is why we love having you on, Codstar. Look at him. He's got the flag and everything. What a boy. What a man. Now, if I remember correctly, you live in regional WA, don't you? You're out in country WA, aren't you?
Not the Goldfields, yeah.
Yeah, Goldfields. So what? You need to get yourself to a game, Codstar.
Yeah.
When are you going to Perth? When are you planning on getting to Perth?
Not exactly sure.
Mate, I reckon Freo Faithful's going to have to sort you out with some tickets or something. We need to get you to a game. You got all the purple gear. The Dockers boys need you there. Leave it with me and we'll see if we can do something. Try to get you to a game at some point. But you let me know if you're heading to Perth and the Freo Faithful Army will get behind you.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Who are your 3 favourite players tonight then?
That would have to be... I'm pulling up stats on them.
Don't need stats. Just go off vibes. Straight vibes.
Bolton for his goal or two and his ability in the middle to get the ball and then his
get it out.
Craftiness, yeah.
Yeah.
Luke Jackson with his multiple goals.
Mm-hmm.
And then just 3 or there's like Erasmus, who I think had a pretty good game.
It was good, wasn't he?
Goal. Yeah.
Yep. Hell yeah. You know, how old are you, Codstar?
Oh, 17.
17, right. I'm 24, so I'm a little bit older than you. But this isn't normal. The Dockers winning 13 games in a row is not normal, just so you know.
Yeah.
So don't take it for granted.
Yeah. I think I've supported Freo for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. No, you're stuck with us for a lifetime, mate.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Codstar. Appreciate you joining as always. Is there anything else you want to close on?
In this one season, we've bet every single Victorian team.
We've beaten every team we've played. How good is that?
Yeah. And
We've literally beaten every team.
Yeah. Every single Victorian team in one season, and the Victorian teams combining for over 100 premierships.
There you go. And we're going to get our first one this year, aren't we?
Yeah.
Fucking oath. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't swear.
And we're like 16 points on the ladder, different, like...
Between us and Geelong.
Yeah, between us and third and fourth.
Third. Yeah.
Yeah, which is, what, like 4 games?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're going to lose 4 games. Do you think we're going to lose 4 games?
No.
Do you think we're going to win a home qualifying final and play a home prelim for the chance to get into the grand final? I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too, Codstar. You know footy. You know your footy, and we always appreciate you coming on. So thanks for spending your Thursday night with us. You must have school in the morning or something, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better get to bed, brother. Appreciate you joining, mate. I'll see you next week.
See you next week. Thank you.
What a boy. Yeah, we got 48 in the chat. So thanks everyone to joining. We've got a decent line tonight as well, which is cool. Don't know if everyone's heard it, but Tony Modra has had a truck accident in South Australia and is fighting for life in hospital, which is obviously fucking gutting. Like it wasn't in my era, but you know, growing up, you hear of the great forwards, and Tony Modra is one of them. I think he kicked 10 goals for us at the MCG one day. Incredible player. Obviously had no connection to him as a person, but yeah, just prayers up for a football legend and someone that serviced our club. So yeah, for the people in the chat that weren't aware of that, Tony Modra, yeah, send your prayers up for him. All right.
Hey.
How you going?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm pretty good. We're winning games of footy.
Yes. You know, the first half, we don't talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
We never talk about that, except for like the last few minutes. That was pretty good, but then those behinds drives everyone insane. Even the guy next to me did not like that.
Do you reckon your grandma could have kicked better than Freo in the first and second quarter?
Probably. I don't think she plays any footy unless like as a child or a teenager. But that
she just kicks you around.
Maybe.
Nice.
Anyways,
now I've got a gripe with you before you keep talking.
Yeah.
You've been leaving, like obviously you have your iconic exits, but you haven't been adding anything recently. Like you just come in and be like, oh yeah, all right, and then leave. Like, come on now. There's people that queue up for a long time and you come in and just leave straight away. Now I can rate the exit. I can rate the art behind the exit, but you at least need to give me something.
Okay. I got my hands up. Okay. so I won't do anything stupid.
I don't know where your toes are.
Oh, my toes. Oh, you want all my limbs up, mate. How
Nah, you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
So basically, Luke Jackson, he needs to be in the All Australian ruck. Okay. I don't know who would be but that was a brilliant performance. 3 goals. I mean, come on, mate. That's
3 votes or Brayshaw 3 votes?
Yeah, Jackson 3 votes. I mean, he kicked those goals. Without those goals, we would have lost.
True.
God, like that first goal against Geelong, that was crazy. That was crazy. I thought that was behind, but then, Freo Dockers, they just, Luke Jackson just kicked it like Iwakunda in the World Cup. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Mate.
Off the deck, lad. Off the deck to send Optus into a party.
Yep.
Were you nervous in the second quarter?
I was. 'Cause, like, I saw Geelong. They were kicking like a lot of goals. I was like, oh god, this is gonna, be one of those games where, we're gonna get Wolfie time. It's like, no, we didn't get Wolfie time, unfortunately, but it was close. It was close, and I was pretty upset, with obviously the goal kicking, even the last, like let's just say, I think Jai Amos, we could have had like 100 plus, but obviously,
100 plus goals for the year?
No, like the 100 plus points.
Oh,
like
points.
100.
I thought you were talking about if he kicked accurate, he could kick 100 goals this year because he's kicking like 4 goals every week.
Yeah, like he has it, but he doesn't execute it. Okay, I mean,
He's been decent this year. Today was an off day for him in terms of accuracy. Like he played his role, I thought, pretty well.
Of course. At least with next week, we're gonna have like a little bye because like it's gonna be on Sunday, our next game against Gold Coast Suns, which is gonna be really good for us.
Do you know what day that is?
For what?
The Gold Coast game?
Yeah, Sunday.
It's Drewsy's birthday.
Oh, next Sunday. Hey.
Yeah, baby. Dockers win coming up. Do you know what I want for my birthday, Average? I need a present from you.
Oh, are you going to be here next week?
Nah, I need a present right now from you.
Oh.
I need a live rendition of Man on the Dockers right now. Right now. I want to hear it. The real big 3. I want to hear it. Keep your hands where they are. Go.
I'm talking
about the man
on the Dockers. So wrong. I'm asking him to say his name.
His name. Come on. Those are the lyrics.
It's been a long time, mate.
Come on. It's iconic, dude. You wrote the song. I'm talking about the man on the Dockers.
It's wrong. I'm asking you to
say his name.
Wrong. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make it work better place, take a look at yourself and say his name. So wrong, so right. I mean, that goal was pretty good.
The real big 3.
Hayden Young and Andrew Brayshaw.
Yeah. How good was Andrew Brayshaw tonight?
Oh, Andrew Brayshaw, he did pretty nice. Like, because like sometimes he was, sometimes off like this season, but then this game, he just like went through a different level, Like, I want, Andrew Brayshaw and Caleb Surong, and probably Hayden Young. No, not Hayden Young. He should probably get 20 minimum, but Murphy Reed to get 30 plus. How about that? That'd be nice.
Murphy Reed was incredible. I thought Hayden Young, like, it didn't look anything bad, but it was obviously very sore when he limped off the ground. And I've got degrees in sports science, and my brain started to go, what's happening, what's wrong? And I was like, I actually think he's going to be fine. He spent a lot of time on the bench. It looked like he sort of just jarred his knee a bit. But he came back on and it was all right.
Yeah, I was literally crying because I thought it was going to be done.
Tears coming out of your eyes?
Yeah, for real. Because
really,
I hate when we get injured players. Okay, if we get I can understand. Caleb's wrong. We did really good, but without him, that was good. Especially that North Melbourne, and I feel kind of bad with Caleb Strong missing out that 124-point win against.
Didn't need him.
But we didn't need him. That's okay. But yeah, I hope we get to keep on going, okay? Because hitting 13 wins, that's like, it's like we're a bit like, example 2009 St Kilda, they did 19 wins in a row. Okay.
Yeah, but that team didn't win the flag, Jack.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, mate. Here's the thing. The reason why they didn't win, they didn't have, in the grand final, they didn't have Nick Rewalt in it because he got injured at that game.
Did Nick Rewalt not play in that grand final?
Well, he did, but then he got injured.
He was playing injured. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they didn't have Murphy Reed either.
Well, yeah, of course, because Murphy Reed is a gun, and Luke Jackson is a gun. All right.
So many guns.
Oh, how many All Australians are Freo gonna get?
Let me think. I did it to your back. Cop that, Jack. I beat you at your own game. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. Tanu, how are you?
We're back. Oh, surprise.
How are you? I had to beat him at his own game. He deserved that.
I'm glad you did. Oh, yeah. Fucking brilliant game. Had me scared for the first half. You had that kind of sinking Dockersy feeling, Dockers fan feeling for a little bit.
Dockery. The Dockeriness.
The Dockeriness was there. I didn't have the belief, I must admit. I did not have the belief. Because I just kind of thought, off a bye. It's all right. Our time has come. But it did not come.
Were you at the game tonight or were you watching at home?
No, I was watching at home. I tried to get a ticket. I don't have a membership, so I tried to get a ticket, and it was sold out when I tried to get it.
Damn, spewing. Yeah, it was a little bit nervy in the second quarter, wasn't it? It felt like we were in the game, but it was just a lack of conversion. And then, once they started going through, we went on a 60-14 run from the halfway point of the second quarter through to the end of the third.
It was like get the yips out in the first half, get those the relaxation, whatever
the cobwebs off.
Get them off, take a half, and then bang 10 in a row.
Yeah.
Just looking at it, I think I would have had more faith if it wasn't against Geelong. Say if it was like against even a St Kilda or something. It's like, oh yeah, the scoreline looks bad, but we'll get there. But part of me was like, oh, Geelong's. I think there was also a feeling that it was a mountain when it was only ever about 24 points.
Yeah, it felt like they were just intercepting the ball and turning it over in really vital areas. We were going corridor quite a lot, and they were just pouncing on it and scoring very easily, which is expected.
That was so good, Drew.
But once we turned it around from that point on, it felt, the point I'm trying to make here is when they were on, I think they were on 56 and we were on 28, and it felt like if they get another one, that's a genuine mountain to climb. But we kicked the last three of the second and then set up the rest of the game from there.
Yeah, and I think we weren't. One thing that I kept kind of thinking the whole time was, okay, we're not playing badly. Like the ball movement's working, the kind of structures are working, everything, all the nerdiness of the game is ticking the boxes. It's just the follow through. And what's great about the maturity is that usually you see these kind of things with if you see it for a younger, less experienced team, like a Melbourne, or maybe Melbourne's not the best example. No, Melbourne's not such a bad example, but a North Melbourne as well. It's like if the game starts to get away from them, they let it get away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we don't do that anymore.
No, we rise to the occasion.
The pressure was there the whole time. I mean, come on, it's got to be demoralizing. If you're a back, I'm just imagining you're Alex Pearce or Luke Ryan or whoever at the back, and you're just looking at these points go through over and over, and the ball just coming back over and over. It's got to be I think some backs and things, or in teams, they get demoralized after a certain amount of time, but the pressure was high the whole time. They just followed through. It was a very good, mature performance.
Yeah, it was. It was a very mature performance. I felt like Murphy Reed and Paddy Voss were the ones that kept cool heads when everyone was sort of shitting bricks there. What did you make of them too?
Yeah, I like Paddy Voss. He was getting, he was kind of getting everyone into the game and just bringing some body contact on and making sure that the pressure and the kind of the vibe still went there, even though we were losing at times.
Yeah, 100%. Murphy
good.
Reed, the star boy.
Yeah, Murphy Reed, star boy. I mean, you were saying before, tag Murphy Reed, but in my opinion, like, you tag Murphy Reed, I'm not sure that does anything to the structure of us so much. Just because
No.
if you tag him and then you let someone else off the chain, I'd argue that, like, Murphy Reed is super important player, but I think he's like even more of like that kind of cream on top player rather than the cake.
Yeah, I get what you mean,
cake.
but like, if I'm a coach, I'm going. I know if we don't tag Murphy Reed, he's going to have 25 disposals and 10 score involvements and probably kick a goal or two and have 5 fucking goal assists. Like, I need to just sleep well knowing that I plugged that issue, and no coach has done it yet. And he was the only player that had composure in that first half. And Vossi, I thought Vossi was great in that first half as well.
Yeah, Vossi was great. But I'm saying, like, okay, you tag Murphy Reed, great. But then, like, Bolton is probably as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than Murphy Reed.
Well, I think he was the one that got tagged, I think, because he didn't really have a massive output. So it must have been him that Nolan went to.
Yeah, he had a few flashes, but nothing crazy. And Hayden Young didn't have. Hayden Young had a couple dribblers. He had a couple bad decisions, which is very un-Hayden Young.
Yeah, it wasn't a great game. I think he had a decent second quarter, I think it was. He set up, whose goal was it? Jackson's goal. His set shot in the second quarter. We just got a comment here. Just wanted your feedback on it. Love this dude in the Three Musketeers.
Oh yeah,
that's from Bobby and Oz, fellow creator.
Haven't had the old part in a little while. Just letting it grow.
Are you getting flights over to Melbourne in the last weekend of September?
Probably not, because they're reserved for members. Like I said, you can't get a ticket if you're not a member. I got to get a membership. I can't quite. It's not quite on the list at the moment. I got other things.
Fair enough. But just to be here for the vibes, or would you go to Freo and watch us win the flag? What would you do?
I've got to watch it in Freo because, like, bit of a background. I grew up an Eagles supporter, and I switched when I moved to Freo. Because we
have a transformed boy here that has sinned. He has confessed his sins, but the whole the spirit of Nathan Fife and the Hail Monday has brought him to see the light. That's actually good to hear, Tanu. It's good to hear that you saw the light.
And I think what changed, what like flipped me over was, I say this every single time, is you watch the Eagles or whatever, but the Eagles kind of represent kind of like the whole of Western Australia, whereas Freo represents a place. I mean, they do represent WA, but they're from a town. And you go into Freo during the grand final, like 2013, and I was a busker in Freo at the time.
There you go.
And it was just purple all the way through, and everyone was just like up and about, and the vibe was insane. And I remember the Eagles final was nothing like that, and that kind of what switched me over.
They don't have souls. They do not have souls.
They're the rich team, right? And I feel like I'm always a little bit for the. I mean, not that Freo is that much of an underdog at the moment. It feels good being on top, but compared to like the rich kind of, I mean, you look at Freo's whole history as well, and you go, Freo, they came in late. They didn't get the same, they didn't get the same stuff as the Eagles when they first came into the league. They've struggled much harder, and it's going to make the premiership so much more sweet than being that team that had all the advantages. Because Eagles got to take from all the clubs when they first joined.
That's what this guy's saying here.
Freo started as a huge underdog compared to the Eagles. So when Freo win, it'll make it that much more sweet.
100%. Here's some fun stats for you. So we're the first WA team to ever win 13 games in a row.
Yeah,
and awesome. We've won more games in a row than West Coast have won in the last 4 years. So I think you made the right decision, Tanu.
Yeah, I just go with the bandwagon.
Mate, that's all right. You're welcome here. And as long as you rep
We
purple
all
to the
will.
end. Appreciate you joining, Tanu. Always a pleasure to have you on, mate.
Let me do
Go
the
on.
3, 2, 1.
Go on, 3, 2, 1.
No, give it. All right. So we've got Brayshaw Jackson. But I actually want to give one to Heath Chapman. I think he gets the one.
Okay. Yep, I rate it. He was very solid all night. Cole Warner as well. Them two are just such a good 1-2 punch back there.
Yeah.
No, unreal. Appreciate you, Tanu. We'll see you next time, brother. All right. Bit of a queue today. Love to see it. Noah's had a few beers. Shout out Druzy and the guests. The amount of innuendos you both dropped. Brilliant. Good on top. It's a big one. Didn't even mean that, Pommy. Shout out to Pommy and Oz. I've got another guest to join. I was going to quickly grab some water because my voice is gone. So just give me 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. I'm glad you didn't go anywhere because we've saved the best until last. Brady boy! Yeah, the fuck
Drizzy,
are ya?
Mate, I don't know if you can hear me. I can't hear you for shit on.
Oh, no.
Can you hear
What
me?
do you mean you
Give me a
can't?
thumbs up.
I can hear you.
I cannot hear you for shit.
All right. You go sort that out. You need to go into your settings. Go into your settings and change it. I've had enough beers tonight, Pommy. Fremantle had nothing handed to them, unlike GWS and Gold Coast. Worked our asses off for 30 years. 100%. No father sons, no academies. Just done it. Our list build the good old fashioned way. All right, you can hear me now? You got me.
Yo, my man. How you going?
How are ya? Let's go. What's up?
Fuck, hark back to the early 2000s there, my friend. Bro,
Mate.
chalk it up. Another one. 13 in a row. Never in doubt.
It's actually, it takes a long time to count to 13.
It does.
If you said like win, 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 win. Like that was a significant chunk of time.
It's got 13 seconds, funnily enough.
Yeah, there you go. Timed it. We've beaten every team we've played against this year. We have not.
Yeah.
Well, we've lost to Geelong earlier in the year, but we avenged that loss, and it was a game we should have won earlier in the year, and we got the dub. How did you see it at the ground?
It was a strong game, strong second half performance. Thought the boys really stepped up the game after that first half, especially that second quarter. Second quarter, my God, it was like living a real life nightmare for a while there. How many points did we kick in a row?
I think we kicked 7, like 0 goals 7 in the second quarter. That was for the first half of the second quarter.
Yeah,
3 goals 4 in the first quarter, and then we went into halftime 6 goals 11. So yeah, we kicked 3 goals 7. But it was our last 3 scoring shots were all goals. So it felt like Geelong were going to sort of pull away. I was live streaming on Freo Faithful with my mate, and I said, we just need to if they kick another one, we're going to be like 40, like high 30s, 40 points down. If we can just peg 2 or 3 back here, and we did, we kicked 3 in a row, and then surely enough, we came out swinging in the second half.
Yeah, and like I've mentioned before, this team deserves the respect to think that they can come back from these sort of holes. I mean, I think we're down 28-56 at one point. Was I that worried? No, I wasn't, because I know that this team has the capacity to stop the rot, reflect on what the fuck's just gone down, and then just pile on a pile of goals, which is what they did. There was one point there where Murphy Reid had a shot for goal where we were just missing everything. I said, well, look, if Murphy Reid misses this, we'll lose. Sure enough, fucking
hits the post.
Boom. But was I really worried, Druzy? No, I wasn't.
No.
Because this
And
team can
they've earned that
answer
respect
any
from
call.
us. As fans,
That's right.
they've earned that.
Yeah.
And It felt a little bit shaky. It probably felt like the shakiest game we've played since round one when we played Geelong. But I thought it was Murphy Reid. I've said it before. Murphy Reid and Pat Voss had calm heads. When they had the ball in their hands, they were positive with it. They were confident with it. So, like, not every player's going to have a great game, but it was them two that were calm in the moments where it looked like we were going to shit the bed. And then when the rest of the players came around them to rise, they did. So I think,
100%.
Can't understate the importance of Murphy Reid and Paddy Voss in that first half.
Yeah, top three though easily has to be Brayshaw, Bolton, and Jackson. I hate to stick it all with the midfield, but mate, like where's it all coming from? That engine room is fucking superb.
So good, eh? So good. That was I thought that was Brayshaw's best game I've seen him play probably since 2022.
He was everywhere, and not only was he everywhere doing the dirty work too.
Yeah,
he was, and being that loose man off the ball at times as well. But geez, he was sticking the tackles. It was a thing of
finding
beauty.
the footy. So he had more disposals in the third quarter than he had in the entire game against Geelong in round one. He had 16 disposals in the third quarter.
That's insane, dude. Like, I mean, I don't refer to the stats and shit when I'm at the ground watching the game. So to hear stuff like that, when we get back is amazing to reflect on. And how's about Sam Sukowski with that grab right at the end there?
Yeah,
mate, he had no fucking right to get that ball. No right. Surely he was outsized, wasn't he? Like significantly.
Yeah. Or outpositioned, outsized, like everything.
Mate,
but the heart.
He went. Gives me shivers just thinking about it, my friend.
Well, he's in our leadership group, so he is a genuine leader at the club, and you could feel in the second half players like Switter lifting. I thought Nathan O'Driscoll really set a high standard for 4 quarters. I don't think he really put a foot wrong today. Kyle Warner, really solid game. So, like as I said, players like Matt Johnson, like a little bit fumbly in the first half. Not to single him out, like he didn't have a terrible game, but a little bit fumbly. Like players were just dropping the ball. Even like Hayden Young and Jackson were sort of just felt a little bit slippery. And then like we eventually through leaders and maturity just knew what we had to do to get the game on our terms, and 13 wins in a row. We are witnessing right now the best team that this franchise has ever put together. It's incredible.
It is absolutely incredible, and it's great to be a part of, and great of you to stay up past your bedtime, mate, as well. I'm sure all of us here on the fan cans appreciate the work you do.
Appreciate you boys hopping on. It's 12:30 over here, but when I've sort of just like clocked it sitting here, like I just want to document me and Noah does like a lot of work as well. Like we just want to ride this all the way, and like maybe we get to grand final day and it's fucking heartbreak, but I would rather ride every game and believe all the way. So if we do get there this year, I can say I enjoyed every single second of that. And right now we are the best team in the competition. Like we just beat Geelong and had the game on our terms for probably 3.5 quarters against one of the most successful franchises who are in third position.
Yeah. One of the greatest coaches ever too, may I say.
Yeah. Chris Scott. Well, he was on the Freo coaching panel back in the day, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was. He was. But look, I just can't get enough of how this season's rolling at the moment, mate. And Gold Coast, we should provide them a bit of a spank in the way they're rolling along. And then we go over to GWS at Monaco.
Yeah, GWS and then Sydney at home after that.
Mate, that's big. We get those 4 wins, you can lock in that top 2 spot. Ooh. Not a problem.
I reckon we've already got it locked in at this point. Like, how many games are left in the season? Like, 9 odd, something like that. 10 games, something like that left in the season. We would have to lose 5 games in a row to drop out, and Geelong and Hawthorn would have to win 5 games in a row just for us to drop out of the top 2. So we have done incredibly.
The old school Docker in me just probably doesn't want to fucking say it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Are you genuinely making plans to come over here in September?
Oh hell yeah, bro! I'll be there 100%. Already, like we make it, I'm there. Like hell or high water. Like it, yeah. It makes no difference. I've got a savings fund enacted for such things, and shall be breaking the bank. I don't know though. We might drive over. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I know my parents. I think my parents are flying to Adelaide and then Sydney.
Yeah.
And then Melbourne, something like that, something stupid. I live 15 minutes away from the MCG. I'll just get an Uber, but
yeah, nice.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Give us your 3, 2, 1 before you say anything else or head off. You're welcome to stick around. But what have you got?
I believe I was going to say I believe I did, didn't I? Brayshaw, Jackson, Bolton.
And Bolton, that's right. You did. Usually people do that in the back end. I've had a big day. I was up at 5 a.m. watching England in the soccer this morning.
Nice.
So,
yeah. I've been pretty much living around the World Cup myself as well, mate. So, yeah.
This is actually peak sport at the moment. Go ahead with what you were saying.
Gotta love it. No, I was just going to say, because I thought we were wrapping up there for a sec. All I was going to say is your get together or the meetup you want to do with Freo Faithful. I may have a venue for us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll hit you and Noah up through socials and we'll go from there. But nice small venue right next to the train station.
Sick.
Easy to get to, easy to go to after if we want to kick on. So
100%.
Yeah, and I know the owners, so
sweet as. Give us a message. Definitely keen to sort that out. I'm not sure what our last home game is.
Western Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. Fuck, that's a good game as well.
It is. Western Bulldogs. Don't know the date.
That's all right. We'll suss it closer to time.
Yeah. So man, I actually met Noah last week down in Bunbury. So
true.
Yeah, he was sitting right behind me, believe it or not.
There you go. How good.
Yeah. But it'd be cool to catch up with everyone and get the faithful together and enjoy a brew or 6 before rolling on to Optus.
100%. No, I'd be so keen for that. Nah, sounds like a plan. I'll speak to you during the week and we'll start getting the wheels in motion for that.
All right, sweet, bro. Have a good one. Peace, faithful.
Appreciate ya. Let's go. Brett, one of the all-time great men. We got another fella in the waiting room here, 6155. Here he is. All right, let's get him in. 6155. What? Oh, it's Mackie. It's Mackie V.
What's good? Drew?
You had no webcam on. I was like, 6155. Is that Willerton?
Yeah, it is Willerton, actually.
Yeah, shout out to Willerton.
Yeah. I just had to rep Luke Jackson. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Straight up. Your mic is a little bit quiet. I don't know if it's because of the headphones or what the go is. You sound like you're in a glass. Hit settings and you might be able to turn up your mic.
Any better? Hello?
Yeah, that's way better.
Okay, bet. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I said to quickly shout out before we go ahead. We did have a couple of donations from a Carlton fan. Don't know what that message said, but thank you for $5 and another 2 from Jugsteen. So anyway, Dockers win. It's what we do.
Let's go.
How are you feeling?
Let's go. Light work, man. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. You know how it goes. Just had to make it suspenseful. You know, for the content, for the neutrals.
That's what we do. We win in prime time against the best teams. It's just what we do.
Yeah, it's just like we've done that. We've always done that, right?
Yeah, 100%. We've had a very storied history, and we just win all the time. It's what we do.
100%. Now, what a time to be a Dockers fan, bro.
Where'd you watch the game tonight?
I'm home, bro. I'm home. Shout out to the wifey. She just had a surgery, so I'm on some leave looking after her. But yeah, she managed to make it out of bed, come sit in the lounge and watch the game with me. So it was good.
Nice. And the dog?
Good vibes. Yes. You
and the dog.
Vibes. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Wholesome. Hell yeah. Were you nervous in that game heading into it, or were you just like, we're going to get the dub because it's what we do?
Well, I've sort of it's such a weird phenomenon, such a weird feeling. Like I always have belief that we're gonna do it, but in the moment, it's just like, shit, how are we gonna do this now?
Yeah.
It's like,
but it's a good football team, man.
yeah, yeah. Do you think, at the end of the game, Brayshaw was talking about like the system stands up and like playing our way and stuff like that. What do you think it is that just gets us over the line?
I reckon if you look at all of our wins this year, we find different ways to win every single time. So like, there hasn't been a game this year where Andrew Brayshaw has had to be the guy to stand up and drive us forward.
Yeah.
He was tonight. Luke Jackson's probably done it a few times. But we just win in different ways. Like, I think the way that we started the game tonight was very aggressive. I think we were trying to take on the game, which I rate. Like, I don't mind if we try to take the corridor kick and turn it over. We got to be set up well for it enough to at least make a stoppage if we do turn the ball over. But Geelong were just capitalising and they were just clinical and just like
they were punishing us off of those turnovers for sure.
But the goals that they were kicking were like very easy looks because we were turning the ball over in dangerous areas. Like in the first quarter, we were getting our hands to the ball first instead of bounce. We were just turning it over. So, like, it felt like an easy fix to get the game back on our terms. We ended up getting it back on our terms and we were inaccurate. But eventually, like, we just started using the width of the ground, getting the ball in the hands of dangerous players. When we were intercepting, we were looking corridor, like Kyle Warner was intercepting and just getting the ball in the middle of the ground. And then eventually, that third quarter, we just kicked 7 goals straight. Like, how good is that response after kicking 7 behinds in a row?
Oh, it was just like, I was watching your watch along at halftime. I turned it on and you guys were talking about like the punches and bunches hasn't come yet. And then it just like straight away, we just kicked 7 in a row. Like, that was
came
so
out
good
straight
to see.
away.
And I just feel like different players stand up at different moments. Like there's always going to be a moment where Dudley just like kicks a goal he shouldn't, where he just like crumbs it, gets his head over it and just kicks something stupid. And I feel like everyone's spoken about it tonight, but Brayshaw was just playing like he was possessed today. Just like throwing himself into every contest.
Well, he always does that, but it was his attacking flair tonight. He was finding more of the ball.
Like, for sure.
I don't know who his matchup was, but we obviously identified like Andrew Brayshaw is in a lot of space, and then we just kept going through him, and he was facilitating our offense. So
because it's like,
that was an epic game from him.
For this season, it's been like Murphy Reid, and he had a fantastic game again today, of course. But like Murphy Reid, Bolton, Young when he's there, they're the ones that's going to drive the attack. But today it was like, no, Brayshaw can still do this if he has the space. Like if they're not looking for him, cool, he'll do it then. Why not?
Yeah. Hayden Young was the only one in that midfield mix that had a bit of a quiet game. I'm not sure if he had a knock coming into it, but then he goes down sore, spends a little bit of time on the bench. Another interesting thing was we had Luke Jackson on the bench for 10 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then, but he still dominated the third quarter. He still had 9 disposals. Like, he came in, dominated, sat on the bench for half this third quarter, and then just goes on in the last and does enough to win us the game.
It's like you sort of come to expect when it's a close game, he's going to stand up in the fourth and just be the difference. So maybe they were just like, just put him on ice for a bit and we'll see how he goes in the fourth. But because they kept cutting to Hayden Young on the bench, and I'm like, Jackson's not up there. He's been up there for a while.
100%. Are you planning on going to any Freo games in the back end of the year, or is it getting pretty tricky to go to Freo games now that we're winning?
Nah, I definitely need to get there. I was offered to go today, but like I say, I'm on some nursing duties. But definitely, we're gonna have to go to at least two. And the missus just then was like, "So how are we getting to Melbourne?" And I'm like, I don't know if we have the facilities for that, big man.
Mate, honestly, like, it is such a trek. Australia is way too big.
Yeah.
Like, you actually have to plan how you're going to get over here, Freo fans.
For sure. I was listening to a podcast in the week, and they were talking about, like, do Perth teams really travel that much more? And I'm like, what?
Well, I'm pretty sure we got chartered flights now for the first time in our history.
We do.
Which is huge. That's huge. And yeah, like right now we're also going through that time of the year where we spend a lot of time in WA. So we obviously had the Bunbury game, we had the bye, played Geelong and then Gold Coast, one game away and then back home again. So it's a really good block of the year, and buys have always been really problematic for us as well.
Yeah.
So to come out and beat a quality team like that.
We were fumbling and we weren't like, stuff wasn't sticking, and then we were missing. I was like, it's in the back of your head, like off the bye, the rust, all that sort of stuff. But no, we just stood up. And when it gets to the second half, especially like the fourth quarter, I just never have any doubt anymore.
Yeah. No, it feels like we're going to get the game on our terms.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Alex Pearce as well.
Oh, yeah, we haven't even spoke about Alex Pearce.
Yeah.
Game 150.
Yeah, and I feel like he took some big marks. He had some big moments in the back end that just short us up when they looked like they were going to mount something to come back at us. I think he had like 11 intercepts or something like that. He was he was good in the air today, especially in the second half.
He was unreal. That's a good shout. I hadn't given him enough credit. It was great to see Caleb Sarong back out there.
So good.
Just playing a different role. Like when he gets the ball, he's so clean. He's not getting 40 touches a week every week now like he has for the last 3 years, but he was sort of get mid-20s every week. Good stoppage craft to get that goal, which came at a really important time as well.
Yeah. And that was a good tap from Cox as well down to him.
Yeah.
Sort of perfectly into that. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how we handle the Cox and Darcy dynamic.
I would have loved to see Cox kick at least one of those set shots that he had just to sort of put a bit more pressure on the selection team to be like, nah, see, he could do that as well. Because his tap work's been phenomenal. But yeah, I was hoping that he kicked one.
Yeah, we'll see if Sean Darcy comes back into the side. Sean Darcy is one of our longest serving players.
100%.
Still pretty young, but Mason Cox, good tap work around the ground, leaves a little bit to be desired, but we're 4 games entrenched in the top 2. We're in the driver's seat for minor premiers, if not a home qualifying final, and it's looking pretty good right now.
It's just light work, man.
Let's go.
It's just what we do.
Do you want to give us your 3, 2, 1, and then I'll let you go?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do anything different besides Pearce. I think I'll do 3 Brayshaw, 2 Jackson, and then 1 Pearce. Just
I like
to
that.
big up the Moose.
Yeah, straight up. I like that. I appreciate you joining. Go look after your lovely wife and your dog.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, hopefully we get another win next Sunday against Gold Coast. Make it 14 in a row.
Let's go. Have a good night, Juice.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you. Also, speak about, bit of a revenge game next week against Gold Coast. I haven't forgot about what they did to us last year, the dogs. All the handouts they've got over the years. Fuck Gold Coast. All the talent that they've got, and they're playing the footy that they are right now. I hope we spank them next week. They didn't amount to anything in the finals anyway. Before we go, I was going to see if JL's press conference is up, because you guys are all watching. You guys are probably looking for some Freo coverage right now, and that is what we are here to do. AFL press coach. Press conferences. Oh, as if it's not up yet. You're fucking joking. Mind my language. As if the Freo press conference isn't up. Fox Sports. Come on now. I saw it on the telly. Media conferences. Nah, they've had a night off, the press conferences. 2 days ago. Latest press conferences. Come on. Do we just watch the highlights? Do we just watch the highlights? I don't know if it'll get flagged for copyright or whatever. Mate, if bloody, what's his name can do it, bloody Paco, surely we can. We need to leave scar tissue. 9 games left. We can finish minor premiers for the second time. That would be historic for a solid home and away season. Appreciate your quarters footy, always contributing. Up the Dockers, it's Wharfy time. We're living in the timeline of the Freo and England double. Hell yeah. What we telling them? So enjoyable, lids off. 31st of July is the Dogs game. Is that really our last home game? Let me have a look at this. So we play Carlton. No, our last home game's against the Crows. That's the last home game. Very cold at the stadium tonight. I think someone did mention that earlier on. All right, this might be a bit naughty, but I'm in a naughty mood. Let's welcome, Tundra. Toyota Tundra. Holy shit. Like, Geelong are a really good team. If they kick another one now, they're going to be in the driver's seat for the whole game. This goal is all because of Nathan O'Driscoll. So, brilliant, snappy. Before this happens, can you see my mouse here? I'm assuming you can see my mouse. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Anyway, so just where Tanner Bruin is, just up ahead of him is Nathan O'Driscoll. The ball got kicked down the line here, and Noddy just kept it in front of him. If it spilled out the back, Jeremy Cameron and Jack Martin would have been out. Just kept it in front of him. It sort of bounced up. I think Brayshaw turned the ball over, and then Geelong have the footy. They try to go out the fat side. Great contest from Tracy. Noddy here is blocking the corridor of Jeremy Cameron, Jack Martin, all of those types, holding straight. There you go. That's watching the footy with Druzy. Now, I'm doing overs here just because we're going to win the flag and I want to build a community and you're all good people. Still no press conference. Where can I find this? If anyone has a link, send it through in the chat. Don't know if it's going to go up tonight. Usually it goes up on like the AFL pages. The last one's fucking Ross Lyon and we're not watching that. Show more. Might be an L chat. Not for Freo though. What round is it? Round? Oh, I just don't think it's happening. See, Geelong's one's up. Chris Scott. Or is that just quotes? Scott on where Geelong is at. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, yeah, they're heading into the bye now. Fremantle are clearly there. Momentum shifts. Both teams had their moments. Well, AFL, you've let the Freo Faithful family down by not giving us a press conference. And they finally post it right now. It's up. I was ready to go to bed, but that's all right. Let's roll it.
Yeah, I thought we went in with a plan and, probably first quarter, first half, we just didn't get bang for buck, which would have been pretty obvious, I would have thought. They preyed on our mistakes, felt like, whether we coughed the ball up or turned the ball over in areas that didn't allow us to defend, which gave them some pretty easy looks back the other way. I thought, I clearly got our kicking boots on at half time and would have kicked 7 straight in the third. And then I thought we'd ground out the last. There's some things we need to do a little bit better in the last, but I thought we'd ground out a really solid win. So felt like, whenever you win by a margin that is the difference in the points tally, or we won by 9 points, I think, and kicked 9 more points. It just feels like we made it a little bit closer than what we needed.
We won by 9 points and we kicked 9 more points than them. We should have won by 5 goals.
Well, same thing I've been saying all year. It's a maturing group. They're able to not get caught up in outcomes or disappointment around outcomes. I think the language around how we were playing and the game was how we wanted it to look was really pleasing. Rather than sometimes you get caught up in the geez, we're not kicking straight, and that frustration turns into us trying to chase a game. But I thought that the players thought the method was okay, and they knew it would turn if we just kept at it, and they did, and eventually it did turn.
Faith in the manager. Come on.
Second quarter, where you were getting shots at goal, I think you had 10 scoring shots. On the back of kick mark, I think you were +3 for uncontested possessions and marks. Was that by design or just the way they made you play?
No, not really the way they made us play. There was the opportunity that we felt was there. Geelong in the past have probably got us with uncontested marks and probably feel like they've changed their style a little bit to go a little bit more direct and play a little bit more chaotic brand. And I thought we had really good balance between using our hands and driving at the opposition and then changing angles and kick mark a little bit more. You're right. Like, what did they kick 7 straight they kicked 7 goals in a row, and in that time we had 10 shots on goal and didn't kick a goal. So that was, I think at half time we were supposed to be on expected scores. We should have been 25 points up, and whatever we were down. So this goes back to the point before. I thought the process was right. I thought the plan was right, and players are executing it all but that last shot. Yeah.
Did you feel that would play out the way you wanted it to? Like there was a lot of sort of head-to-head between some of the stars out there?
That was probably,
Also, just a quick quiet one. Sean Manor has been a player that's been dominating the AFL this year. I want to have a quick look at his stats because it didn't feel like he really impacted. He had 13 disposals. Wow. So we went to work on Manor. So good.
We didn't go in.
For just by the way, he kicked like 4 or 5 goals against Brisbane at the Gabba. Crazy.
With any plans to tag or run with, we probably assumed that they may do that, given Smith was out and Mullins done some of those roles, but it didn't really eventuate. And it just felt like who was stronger in the contest got better looks back the other way and through the middle of the ground. And that was probably the issue in the first half, especially first quarter. We had first possession in centre bounce and then coughed the ball up, and all of a sudden they'd come out the front and put our backs under a lot of pressure. So I thought we were a lot tougher with ball in hand in the second half. And our midfield, I thought we were pretty solid through there.
Tougher with the ball in hand equals breaking tackles, driving the legs, taking the game on. Epic. I love you. I love you, Justin.
Third quarter, I thought he was, super all day. And I think I would imagine as a mid sometimes sometimes you just can't get away from the ball. And at the start of that third quarter, I just kept on finding him, which is good reward for effort because he's done such a good job for us defensively. And I thought some of his defensive moments all game were outstanding, and he got rewarded by getting the ball. I don't think he necessarily prides his game necessarily on that, but it's good to get some reward for effort. And I thought, he got that tonight.
About the importance of selection pressure. Looks like you won the tackle count pretty comfortably tonight. It looks like a lot of players are pretty desperate to sort of apply pressure and do things to sustain the teams. You must be happy with it.
I don't know. Like, I don't know whether that has. There is selection pressure. I don't know whether that makes big difference. I think we've been pressuring opposition pretty well. I think we've been a pretty desperate team all year. Sometimes I don't overplay that, especially with the players at all, because I think it can add more pressure on players that feel like they're on the edge of selection and more outcome pressure. So I don't necessarily push that with the players. But as a club, we're in a really good spot with our injury list. Thought the players that returned tonight all played their roles, and it was another really even performance. So. We're doing a lot right, and there's some players who are really stiff to miss out on tonight. That'll go back and improve their footy appeal and wait for the opportunity.
What's it like dropping players who have done nothing wrong, have been really good?
It's tough. Well, they're hard conversations for me to have, but they're harder for the player to hear because you're right, like they're in good form. I think sometimes players realise that they're in the team because of injury, and probably maybe the case with Oscar, who's come in and done a really good job, but probably knew he got his opportunity because of injury, and Coxie comes back. But the other two that missed out, like they were stiff, like both been playing their roles really well. But
Jago Ramirez isn't a best 23 player anymore. I don't think he has been for a while. Corey Wagner, extremely stiff. Really, really stiff. And I thought we missed him at points tonight.
We've got a lot of players through the middle of the ground who are performing, and a lot of players on our list who are playing really good footy. So, it's a good position to be in as a club. But some of those players, had to swallow a tough one, and thought they handled it really well. And sometimes when you get left out of the team when you think you shouldn't, you can take some energy away from the group. But if anything, they added energy with a real mature response, and I'm sure they'll go out and play well and be ready when an opportunity presents.
And another big game from Jackson tonight, 3 goals to go with it. What were your thoughts on his performance?
He just keeps building, doesn't he? Keeps growing as a player. He's got fitter and stronger, and his contest work's super, and it was great to see him go forward and hang on to a couple of marks and finish his work off and get some reward that way. But I said it all year. He just becomes another midfielder when the ball hits the deck. He keeps adding layers to his game, and he's super.
There was one moment in the third, I think he might have been off for maybe around 7 minutes or something. Is that a sort of tactical thing where you just unleash him full of energy?
Sometimes it just can't get the other player off, or Coxie couldn't get Coxie off. I'm not 100% sure of that.
That's cap. That is straight up cap. He was sat on the bench, not moving for 8 minutes.
That situation. But we'll look to give him a little bit more forward time as the year unfolds. But tonight, fresh off the bye, we wanted him in the ruck as much as we could, and he playing him the way we play him, he just seems that he's got energy at the right time, and he's obviously impacting the game for us. Well, it looks like there was just a contact injury with the ground, so that's what we're hoping. A little bit of worry that it might have been just like a bit of a twisting mechanism with his knee, but his knee checks out well. There's no swelling at the moment, so looks like we've dodged a bullet there.
With everyone, is you clear?
Thank fuck.
Yep.
no one's ever won it twice. Do you think?
Is that right?
Yeah. Do you think he could be the first in AFL?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the replay.
You haven't seen the replay?
No, I haven't seen the replay. No. I always focus on what's next. We'll have to go back and look at it. He said it was one of his best.
Right up there.
Yeah.
And, Murphy Reid, he keeps, going from strength to strength. I don't think he's had a game of less than 20 disposals. Like, what is it about him in a second year? He just doesn't have second year blues.
Well, for me, a real basic view of second year blues are the fact that you don't handle your first off season well. That's second year blues because you come back and you're behind the 8 ball, but it wasn't the case with him. It felt like we set him up well with off season. He came back fitter, stronger, hungrier, and launched into pre-season, and then that sets up your second season because realistically you should improve in your second year, shouldn't you? So I think he handled his first off season really well. He's hungry. We've clearly added layers and levers he can pull in his role. He's not just a half forward anymore. He plays on ball. His work rate's second to none. He loves chasing the pill around, and he finds it and uses it well. So, yeah, he's been super.
Some really sad news coming out tonight on Madrid.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, what were your initial thoughts, and do you have a message for him and his family?
Well, it's pretty fresh for me, like it is for everyone. Obviously, a big part of the Freo family, and all I can say is I wish him and his family well, and hopefully he can pull through. I'm thinking of him. We're all thinking of him and his family, and thoughts are with him.
Yeah, that's a shocking thing that's happened again. People that didn't realise Godra in critical condition right now, so prayers up with him. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you guys who have all contributed. Come on, had your say. Thanks for all the comments, the donations. There'll be plenty of content to come on the channel in the coming days. But yeah, I'll see you next time. I'm very tired. Been up for 20 hours odd, so yeah, I'm going to go to bed. But plenty of more content coming out soon. The content train doesn't stop. And the 10-hour video just stopped. Been streaming for that long. All right, see you later, guys.